Have you heard about the 7 Ds of residential real estate? We refer to these as the 7 Ds because these are classes of people who are going to buy and sell regardless of what the real estate market looks like. So let's talk about each one of them. The first one is death. So anytime a loved one or a family member passes away, usually they necessitate the selling of a property. If the spouse has survived them, they may need to downsize because they can't manage the property anymore. But if it was the sole person living there, then the house is going to have to be sold to settle that estate. So death is the first D. The second one is divorce. So typically in a divorce, if one person can't manage the payments on the home by themselves, then they're going to have to sell that house and split the proceeds. So divorce is our second D. The third one is diamonds. You get engaged, you get married. Usually you're going to combine your households. So oftentimes people look to buy a house to create a fresh start for both people. The fourth one is going to be downsizing. When your family gets smaller, kids move out, you become an empty nester, you have to downsize sometimes. Mainly because you don't want to keep a huge house and pay all the maintenance and fees on it. So downsizing is our fourth D. The fifth one is diapers. If you have a growing family, that's always a good motivation to get out there and buy a new home. If you're already a homeowner, you're going to have to sell your home in order to get the bigger house. So diapers is number 5. Number 6 is deployment. So if you're in the military, they reassign you. You don't really have a choice. Most of the time, if you're in the military, you get deployed to a new place. You're going to have to sell where you're at and then purchase at the new place. And that's going to happen regardless of what real estate market is looking like in your area. The last D is for default. I would say in this economy, sometimes that is going to be a motivation for people selling right now. People have a ton of equity right now. Let's say something's happened in their life. They've had some kind of an accident. They have been diagnosed with an illness that's going to keep them from working, or maybe they just lost their job and they're having a hard time finding a new one. They may not be able to make those monthly mortgage payments. So rather than lose the house in foreclosure, they can actually just go ahead, sell the house. And again, in today's market, they probably have equity to where they can sell it for the payoff and then still have some proceeds left over to help them find a new housing situation. So there you have it. Those are the 7 Ds that are people who are going to buy and sell in real estate regardless of what the market is looking like. So if you have one of these 7 Ds going on in your life right now and you're thinking about buying or selling, I would love to have a sit down with you and let's talk about what that looks like for you in today's market. I'm Amy Shrader with RE/MAX Real Estate 10.